Boom! Hey, in this video, I give you a 3-step process to harnessing your nerves, anxious feelings, and transforming them into power. All right, so we are going to dive into 3 steps to harnessing that anxiety, those nerves you feel for anything big in your life. And I will tell you, I experienced this as a younger kid. I still remember 11 years old, had a semifinal basketball game. I was the best player on my team. I was going against one of my best friends. He was the best player in the area. And I had nerves so much that I couldn't get on the court. I still remember walking the hallway of my elementary school, trying to get through those nerves. My dad give me a lollipop, something to try and calm my mind down. And now I know that that was the wrong thing to do. And I've experienced it with my youngest son, actually being so nervous, he was brought to tears before his football games. And I'm going to give you 3 steps to overcoming and harnessing. And that's so vitally important and something I want you to understand. Harnessing that nervous energy, those nerves, that anxiety, and being able to use it for good. Because so many times, and I did this many, many years in my life, when anybody would get anxious, nervous, I would say, take a deep breath, calm down. That's actually the exact opposite thing you want to do. And I'll explain here in these 3 steps. So know that breathing, looking to breathe through it, trying to breathe through it, you're actually fighting against your body and your mind. So it's 3 steps. Step number 1, you need to understand and you need to realize that you're feeling this way because what you are going to do or what you're going to experience is important to you. It matters to you. You care deeply about it. And that's so important to understand and realize when you feel that heart racing, when you feel those sweaty palms, when you feel those nerves kind of flowing through your body. Understand that that means it's important to you and you care deeply about it. And having that realization is the first step in the process, right? Because when you realize, okay, this is something I really care about, it's deeply important to me, all of a sudden you're starting to turn that tide and you're starting to harness those nerves, those anxious feelings, and using them for good, right? Awareness, understanding that it's important to you and it's something you really want to do and be good at is a good sign. So that's number 1. Number 2, very, very important. It's the body and mind's way of amping you up and preparing you for success. That adrenaline, that heart racing, those sweaty palms, it's the body and mind's way of saying, okay, we realize that this is important, that we really care about it. So we've got to amp ourselves up, get ready to perform, get ready to step into action. So it's actually an amazing thing that happens. But too often in life, in society, we've been taught to try and tamp down, to calm down those nerves, that anxiety, when really we are fighting, right? 2 fists kind of fighting against each other. We are fighting against our mind and our body, preparing us to succeed in what we're going to do. And if you think about it, those feelings of nerves, those feelings of anxiousness, it's on the arousal plane. And that arousal plane is moving upward. When we try and breathe, we're trying to fight against it. And if you want to be successful because you care about it, it's deeply important. You've got to harness those feelings of nerves, of anxiety, of anxiousness. So those are the first 2 steps. I'm going to get to the 3rd one here in a second. Understand that it's deeply important to you, care about it. And that's the mind and body's way to prepare you to succeed for success. Step number 3, I talked about that arousal plane, right? Headed up, pointing an arrow going up. We want to continue that arrow going up and now switch that energy from nerves, anxiousness, to being excited, energized, enthusiastic about what you're about ready to take on. Because it's deeply important. You care about it, and your mind and body are amping you up. That adrenaline is flooding your system. You're getting ready for battle, to attack, to take on whatever might be a little bit uncomfortable. Great way to do that. I've used it with my son. I've used it before. I've been on TV interviews, on big podcast interviews. 2 words: I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. When you say that, and speaking out verbally is so incredibly powerful, you are flipping that switch in an instant. And those nerves, those anxious feelings, are feelings of I'm ready and I'm ready to attack. I'm excited, and say it with energy. And all of a sudden, those feelings of nerves, anxiousness are kind of going to float away. And you, all of a sudden, the mind is ready and able to make you be successful. So those are the 3 steps in changing, harnessing. And we want to harness those nerves, those anxious feelings. So many times we've been taught to fight against it. No, harness them, and you'll be so much more successful. It's the body's way of reacting and preparing you for success. No, it's important. Know that your body and mind are preparing you for success, and flip that switch. I'm excited, and you'll be able to attack it. You implement those 3 steps. Anytime you have those feelings, right? Have an awareness. Hey, it's important. That means I care about it. That's a good thing. I feel these nerves. My body and mind are getting ready. When you think about that as well, think about that mindset. Instead of, oh my gosh, I'm not going to perform well. Yes, the body's preparing me for success. The mind's preparing me for success. I'm excited, and step in to the truest version of yourself. I appreciate you watching. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to hit the subscribe and notifications button so you don't miss a single one. I'll be dropping more wisdom every single week to you. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon.